If you were to trawl through all the Christian art depicting the arrest of Jesus in the Garden of Gethsemane, it's unlikely you would find one showing him alone with a nearly naked young man. If you were to read about it in the Bible, though, you would, because in Mark chapter 14, verses 51 to 52, lies one of the more curious enigmas in the Christian record.
And there followed him a certain young man, having a linen cloth cast about his naked body. And the young men laid hold on him, and he left the linen cloth, and fled from them naked.
So what was Jesus doing alone at night with a nearly naked young man? We must remember that the Bible was compiled over a long period of time by people who dedicated their lives to it, faithfully copied by deeply religious scribes and monks untold number of times. It cannot be possible that these verses appear in error. They carry as much weight as anything else in the Gospel. The identity of the man is never stated. Some suggest he is Mark himself, the author of the Gospel. Others say it's Lazarus, still dressed in his shroud. Others even say it was simply a local man, disturbed from his sleep by the commotion. But then why would some insignificant bystander get such a specific mention in one of the climactic moments in the life of Jesus? If we don't know who it was, can we at least know what they were doing? Could it have been a baptism? It makes no mention of that, though, and the other synoptic Gospels never mention Jesus performing baptisms. Could it be that the word naked is a mistranslation and simply means not wrapped in an outer garment, such as a cloak? But if this is the case, then we have to ask how many other things in the Bible haven't been translated properly. And then there's the secret Gospel of Mark. In 1958, an American professor called Morton Smith was working at Marsaba, an ancient monastery near Bethlehem. Inside a 17th century book, he found a copy of a letter from Clement of Alexandria, who was an important early father of the Church in the 2nd century AD. In this letter, Clement mentions another version of the Gospel, which Mark wrote when he came to Alexandria from Rome. This other version gives a possible insight into who the naked man was and what he and Jesus were doing that night. Firstly, it appears to fill in a curious gap in an earlier chapter of the official Mark, chapter 10, verse 46, which begins,
And they came to Jericho, and as he went out of Jericho...
There's a bit of a gap there. What happened in Jericho? Well, there's no clue from the Bible, but according to Clement's letter, the secret Gospel of Mark says Jesus met a young man there who loved him and to whom he gave secret instruction.
And in the evening the youth comes to him, wearing a linen cloth over his naked body. And he remained with him that night, for Jesus taught him the mystery of the kingdom of God.
A striking similarity to what happened in Gethsemane. Could it be then that Jesus was not the Son of God, but a preacher who was trying to start up a Gnostic sect? One where the secrets of the kingdom of heaven were only given to a select few who underwent an initiation ceremony. All in all, to most people this biblical curiosity will probably remain just that. The authenticity of the secret Gospel of Mark is disputed. However, it seems to me that those who believe in the inerrancy of the Bible, those who consider every word to be true, have some explaining to do. Just what was Jesus doing alone at night with a nearly naked young man?